Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We're just gonna give it a second. Y'all know those pesky notifications have to have time to go out. So we're just gonna give it a half a second, and there they go. So, y'all know how it goes over here. I'm pulling up my notes real quick, and we can get directly into it. Now, I don't expect a lot of people to be in here for the live because there are a lot of people live right now. Everybody is doing the fucking most right now. And I love it. I really do. But I need some time to talk to my bitches. So I just got to get in where I fit in. Hey, Roxy. Thank you for being here. I know it's a lot of other people live, child. It's a lot going on out there. Hey, Moj. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being a moderator. And thank you for being a member, Roxy, a long time member. I really appreciate it. All right, hold on. I'm pulling up the notes right now. We're going to get directly into it. Hey, Rizzo. All right, so y'all know I don't like to make y'all wait and I don't believe in stupid shit. Hey, Mildred Ratchet. Hey, Brooklyn Star. Thank you for being a member. So we're going to get right into what y'all want to talk about. So, excuse me. The lasagna challenge last night. Did everybody see the lasagna challenge? Did y'all like it? Did y'all think it was fun? Did y'all enjoy it? Did you give the video a thumbs up over there? Of course, I gave the video a thumbs up and I did watch it. It was good. It was cute. It was cute. I did not watch the macaroni and cheese challenge. I watched the part of the macaroni and cheese challenge where they were in the voting process. I didn't watch the people actually cooking because I was kind of against the macaroni and cheese challenge. And I'm not going to say I was against the lasagna challenge, but it's just there's some things about it that I don't like. There's some things about it that I don't like, but I'm not doing any challenges over here, so I'm not going to complain too fucking loud. Okay? So, we'll get into the things that I don't like. I don't like the fact that I feel like Pizarro was running testises on y'all niggas and y'all are giving her the optimal test results that she is looking for. For example, these challenges are not cheap. So these people are out here having to beg and plead and borrow and Peter to Paul this situation. Meanwhile, Pizarro gets all the numbers on her page. She is not even cooking anything over there. I mean, people are donating to give the winner prize money, and we don't know how much the donations were. She could have got $700 in donations, but she gave out 420. I'm just things like that I don't like. Like I said, the bitches over there running testises with y'all, and y'all are falling for it. But to each his own. Couldn't be me, and wouldn't be me. And even though I would like to be a judge, I am not ever going to consider doing anything like that because once again, like I said, that bitch be over there running testises on y'all, and y'all be I don't know if y'all passing the test or y'all failing the test, but you giving that bitch exactly what she looking for. So, and it's giving no accountability. Ooh, Gummy Bama said I ain't falling for anything. I don't cash app none of them hoes. I don't know. It just seems kind of disingenuous for a person who never shows you anything. Like Pizarro won't even cook dinner and take a picture and upload it on her community tab. She won't even buy her crab legs and come on here and do a black screen mukbang for y'all. But y'all gonna let this bitch be in charge of the cooking competition, like on her platform. That shit's crazy to me, but whatever. Like I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not willing to do it. So I'm not gonna complain too fucking loud because at least she's doing something. And she's giving the content to the sector. She's giving us something to talk about. So it's a double-edged sword, bitch. It's a double-edged sword. I feel if you're not a cooker for real, where all you need is meat and cold produce, sit down when you need basic seasonings, get the fuck out of here. You know what, Blurkland Star? One of my family members was like, "Are you gonna be in the contest?" And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here." My parents spent $90,000 to send me to Johnson and Wales University for a professional culinary arts degree. And I also have a degree. I have 2 degrees. I'm one of them motherfuckers with 2 degrees, but y'all don't know about it because I don't talk about it. I also have a degree in food and beverage management. And I also have certifications in foodborne illnesses. I also have certifications in Serve Safe. If you don't know what Serve Safe is, and you just don't know. So I'm highly qualified. I'm too qualified to be sitting up with the likes of a fucking chat rep and competing with her. I'm too qualified to be sitting up with the likes of a Granny Cooks Good to be competing with her. Like, my qualifications expand throughout the culinary world. I've been in articles, I've been in newspapers, like bitch, get the fuck out of here. Like, you can't compete where you can't compare, and they can't compare, so I can't compete. Like, that type of situation. Not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. For me, if I was going to compete in the lasagna competition, I would have busted out the pasta maker. I would have made my lasagna noodles from scratch, bitch. My sauce would have been made from scratch. I ain't talking about no shit out the can. I'm talking about scoring and blanching my Roma tomatoes and caramelizing my onion, like all that shit. So no, you don't compete where you don't compare. I don't cook like that, like that. I don't cook my lasagna like that generally, but for competition purposes, it would have had to be all that. And once again, there is no reason for me to even compete in that type of situation where I know them bitches can't compare. Now, I'm gonna give y'all some of the stuff that I did like. Demetra, I did like what Demetra did. I would have definitely eaten her lasagna. Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to think about that because Demetra put 3 eggs in her lasagna, and I ain't never had no lasagna with eggs in it before, bitch. So that was a little weird for me. That was a little weird for me. Them eggs kind of threw me off a little bit, Demetra. I don't know where you was doing with them eggs and lasagna, girl, but that's not what the recipe calls for in my experience. I would have taken points off for them eggs and the lasagna, Demetra. But that's it. Chat rep, her lasagna looked good, but her reasoning and her management skills are a little all over the place. For example, who doesn't know that if you fill the goddamn lasagna pan up to the top that it's going to bubble over? And if it does look like it might bubble over, you put a sheet pan underneath it. Like, things like that would make me kind of be a little bit leery of eating Chat Rep's lasagna because her thought process is a little wonky. Granny Cooks Good did a good job, but it was a quick lasagna. And I feel like for your food to taste its most optimal best, that you must take your time and you must actually enjoy what you're doing while you're doing it. That's where that little term, she put her foot in it, come from, because you've taken your time and you've enjoyed what you're doing while you was doing it. Granny Cooks Good. I understand that she was a little late because her air conditioning in her house went out and she had to kind of like shuffle and hustle all herself and her ingredients over to her daughter or her daughter-in-laws. I can't remember which one. I've heard people say daughter. I've heard people say daughter-in-law, but she had to hustle over to her house to do it, and she was in an unfamiliar kitchen. So with all those factors against her, Granny Cooks Good did do a great job. Now, Shelly came live last night, and Shelly had an issue with Granny Cooks Good. Well, not an issue with Granny Cooks Good. She had an issue with the fact that Granny was allowed to participate because Granny was late. I understand exactly where Shelly is coming from. And in a real cooking competition, like, those pie baking competitions and shit you have at the state fair, if your ass ain't there on time, you don't get to compete. That's how it is, because these are cash prizes, blue ribbon prizes. So for those reasons, I do stand in solidarity with Shelly on Granny Cooks Good should maybe have been, I don't want to say disqualified, but she should not have been in the running for the winner because there were situations to where, but then again, I don't know because like her air conditioning went out, and that's a act of God. That's an unforeseeable situation. But once again, if you baking a pie for the state fair, they don't give a fuck that your air condition went out. They don't give a fuck that your oven went out. They want the pie on the table when it's time to be on the table. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a cash prize. It's a blue ribbon prize. It's a title. So I understand where Shelly is coming from, but I also will give a little grace because this is nigga shit we talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is nigga shit we talking about. Gummy said Pizza made at least 800 last night. Yeah, and she gave away the 420. So, like I said, she's making big bank over there, and she's not even willing to bake her own macaroni and take a picture and put it on her community tab. She's not even willing to do that, much less turn her back camera on and show you her kitchen and show you her oven or any of that shit. So I just feel like the beef sector needs to take their power back. And if you all are going to be doing these contests, you need to do it on your own fucking pages. Take your power back. But that's just me. That's just me. So, like I said, Demetra was good. I just didn't care for the eggs in there. That was a little confusing for me. Chap Rep was good, but she overcrowded her pan and she did not put a sheet pan or anything underneath it to catch all that crowding. And she just didn't, her thought process on the whole thing was a little weird. It was also a little concerning to me that these grown ass women are not versed in cooking lasagna. And listen. Looking at the group of people, Demetra, Chat Rep, Granny Cooks Good, Misunderstood, Joanna, Brianna, none of them are married that I know of. Granny Cook Good might be married, but I don't know. He might be deceased. She's an older lady. We don't know. None of them are married, and it's for fucking good reason. It's because you bitches can't cook. I'm sorry. Like everybody in the, I'm not against everybody. Like I like Demetra, but girl, them eggs. I can't. Them eggs, girl, they really touch me in my spirit. Mm. All these goddamn cooking shows and all these cooking competitions and all this shit that's going on as far as cooking, all these beef sector cooks. Like the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Y'all out here trying to kill niggas. Now, I'm not against a bunch of bitches killing niggas. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So Granny Cooks Good. I didn't see her drop the cheese. It was a whole big thing about Cooks Good dropping the cheese, and Shelly felt like she should have been disqualified because she dropped the cheese. And but Granny Cooks Good did come back and showed us the cheese that she had dropped. She did throw it away. Um as a professional culinary chef, I will say that because it was a block of cheese that she dropped, she did not need to throw the whole thing in the trash can. That was unnecessary. If you drop a block of cheese, what you do is you pick it up, you grab your peeler, your vegetable peeler, and you peel off the outside of the entire block of cheese because that is the contaminated part. Once you peel off the outside, then you've still got your fucking cheese. This is inflation. We don't have time to be wasting money and shit like that. So that was a little bit eyebrow raising for me that Granny threw away the cheese because it kind of shows me that I don't know. I don't know if she was just doing that because they were on live and she knows how these niggas are, or if that is just her thought process. But you niggas got money to waste. I ain't got it to waste. If I drop a block of cheese, I'm going to pick it up and grab my vegetable slicer and peel off the outside like a regular fucking human. So I just want to put that out there. Misunderstood was the motherfucking winner as far as I'm concerned, not of food, but of commentary and comedy. Misunderstood was so goddamn frazzled, and those titties were taking over, bitch. Now listen, you know I'm a big chested woman myself, but I don't feel like my titties be taking over like Misunderstood's titties be taking over. Now I have been known because at work we wear chef jackets with a place I used to work at. I don't cook like that anymore. I work in a different area of food service these days. I'm not cooking anymore. But when I used to wear my whites, my chef whites, I would be known to have like a spot on my titty every now and again. Cause the titty like to take over and get to stirring and shit when you got big ones. So when they was talking about during the mac and cheese competition that not cat red, what's that other interchangeable bitch? Uppity. When they was talking about uppity titty was stirring the goddamn macaroni and cheese, I was like, bitch, I understand that all too familiar. So I have ruined a cake before. I was doing a cake one time and my titty went into the icing, bitch, because I got a little bit too close. So you have to be mindful of them big old titties when you in the kitchen, especially if you're not a large woman per se. If you don't have a reach like Lady Snoop, listen, bitch, we're gonna transition just a little bit. Kiki and Lady Snoop went to court, and it was some pictures of Lady Snoop out there. That bitch arms is long as the motherfucker. So if I had long ass arms like that, I wouldn't have to worry about the titty stirring the food. But I don't. I don't have little T Rex arms like Brianna, but my shit ain't on fucking 6 feet like Lady Snoop's either. I got regular arms for my regular sized ass body, so it's just these titties are big. So that happened. So we were talking about Misunderstood and her frazzled way of cooking. They were saying that Misunderstood, they liked her lasagna, but Food Junkie said he didn't feel comfortable eating it because she didn't look comfortable making it. And I agree. I agree. That bitch was not comfortable at all. She was very frazzled, misunderstood. I don't know if you understand. Even though it's funny to us to see you running around the kitchen acting all frazzled and shit, it does bring a level of concern because it looks like you're still on drugs. Like I was over here giving the bitch the benefit of the doubt all these months. Like, no, she's sober. She's sober. I could tell she's sober. Now, bitch, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. And when you took a bite of your lasagna, you smiled and then you bent your head down and it looked like you were going to throw up, bitch. So I don't know too much about meth addiction, but I kind of equate it like a crack addiction. And, they don't be really eating. And I don't know how it is with food if they take a bite of any food, if it makes them a little nauseous because that shit just don't really jive with food. But bitch, I can't sit over here no more and be like, no, she's sober. She's sober. I believe her. I can't say that no more because of your performance last night. Bitch, you looked high. Excuse me. You look like a frazzled meth addict, bitch. I'm just saying. CCNTV, hey CCNTV, so I thought she was gonna cut herself with them knives. If that bitch would have cut herself with them knives, I would have squalled with laughter. And I'm not, no, I'm not lying. I would have squalled with laughter. Now, it's not funny, people cutting themselves, but bitch, you don't know how to work these motherfucking knives. You up here playing these games. Knowing you ain't gonna win, girl. But, thank you for being in the competition because you gave us all the comic relief we ever didn't know that we fucking needed. Like we did not know that we needed that type of comic relief for Misunderstood, but bitch, we sure got it. And it was great. It was great. Misunderstood needs to just do a cooking show on her own, like a weekly cooking show. Bitch, you will get all the numbers. Cause everybody gonna be watching that shit, bitch. So they confronted her and said that she didn't look comfortable in her kitchen. And they asked her, do she even be cooking for her children? And she was like, no. the kids be eating takeout. So I was like, bitch, I could tell. And what do you eat, girl? Because it's giving nothing. It's giving nothing. But whatever, whatever. So Joanna was also in the competition. Joanna, it was giving drunken noodles. They said her shit was she was over there drunk and shit. It was giving very much tipsy. It was. I didn't per se see her drinking, but that doesn't mean that she wasn't drinking. Her camera was real fucked up. Her camera was real fucked up. It wasn't clear. I don't know if her T-Mobile was acting up, if her Android was jumping like a motherfucking fool. I don't know what was going on with her and her situation, but I didn't like what she was putting down. I didn't like what she was putting down. And then to the point to where when Joanna served her lasagna, it was individual lasagnas. That's what I call it. I've made them before. They're very good. When you don't want to make a whole pan and you just want to make a like, because people, sometimes everybody don't want the same thing for dinner. So it don't. If you are the only one who wants lasagna, it doesn't make sense for you to make a whole fucking lasagna, and you're the only one who wants one. When you can boil 3 noodles and roll them into a ball around your ingredients and put sauce over top and cheese on top and make an individual lasagna. So I've made them before. They are very good. They taste like a regular lasagna when you make them the right way. Joanna made individual lasagnas, but we didn't see any of the fucking process. We didn't find out she made individual lasagnas until it was time for the plating because her camera was so fucked up and her angle was pointing at her burner the entire time instead of the food. So it was giving drunken noodles over there. Like a lot of these people don't realize how they present themselves when they come on and they're doing this shit. I mean, when you're looking at your back camera, you can see what's going on your phone through your front camera. What the fuck were you looking at, Joanna? To where you was giving us all them crazy ass fucking angles. What were you looking at, girl? Was you looking at your bottle or your cup? Because you damn sure wasn't looking at your phone. It was very frustrating. Well, Brooklyn Star said Joanna said she was very stressed and forgot to put the meat and the cheese sauce on top. Well, that means Joanna don't need to be in no more cooking competitions. If this little bitty fucking lasagna competition had you stressed, you need to hang it up. Just hang it up. Just don't even do it anymore. Stop. Stop now while you're ahead. That's fucking crazy. And now Brianna's lasagna it did look good, but they said that she had burnt it on the top. And somebody in the comments was like, that's what the fuck you get for making a 9-hour lasagna. You burning the bitch. Listen, listen. If I had to pick one lasagna that I would have eaten, it was gonna be Big Bestie. Big Bestie was my winner until I saw that bitch using no boil noodles. I said, now what the fuck is the science behind making a 4-hour sauce only to be too lazy to boil noodles for 8 minutes? Like, what the fuck is the science behind that shit? When I saw her putting them no boil noodles in the pan, I said, oh, bitch, I know you fucking lying to me. Why would you destroy your 4-hour sauce with some no boil noodle bullshit? That's crazy. Insanity. Working against the purpose. The no boil noodles lost it for me. It wasn't even that the shit was a little charred on the top because, lasagna is supposed to be brownish on the top. That didn't even bother me. It was the no boil noodles that bothered me. 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours for the sauce, but you can't take literally lasagna noodles take 10 minutes to boil. And let me tell you bitches this shit too. Do not put noodles in a pot that is not already fucking boiling. Do not put water in the pot and then put it on the stove and turn it on and put noodles in it. Wait till the shit is boiling. Put a pinch of salt in it. Put a little bit of olive oil in it. And then add your noodles when it's boiling. Set your fucking timer for 10 minutes. There's so many cooking shows out here. Like, you bitches, oh my God. Misunderstood was over there cooking her meat and she wasn't even stirring the shit. So you know that shit was in chunks and strings. Do you know if you don't ground the ground beef while you're cooking it, it will come out in chunks and strings? Who the fuck wants to eat that? Who wants to eat chunks and strings? Like, there were so many things that were problematic to me and so many different like ways that these people cook. I'd be hard pressed to eat over anybody's fucking house because hell no. Hell fucking no. Now hold on, y'all. I'm talking all this shit. I don't know if y'all saw my community tab, but I made lasagna last night in solidarity. And I said it wasn't for no silly fucking contest. It was because all of this lasagna talk had me craving lasagna, and I haven't made one in over a month. So I was gonna make me a lasagna. I'm gonna show y'all my finished product. All right, hold on. Let me turn this little camera around. All right, so that's the finished product of my lasagna from last night. All right. Now it did have a little juices bubble up on the side, but I don't mind that personally. I did use a foil method. I cook my lasagna with foil on top, and then I take the foil off during the last about 20 minutes. I cooked it for an hour. I cooked my lasagna for an hour on 350. Took my foil off in the last 20 minutes. This is what the side angle looks like with the layers. All right. I also noticed that everybody was using ricotta cheese. Ricotta, ricotta, ricotta. I kind of go back and forth between ricotta and cottage, but I prefer cottage personally. Ricotta is a little bit too soupy for me, and cottage holds up a little bit. It holds up a little bit better. Gummy Bama says she prefers a bechamel. I don't really prefer a bechamel with my lasagna. I do prefer cottage. I've had a lasagna with bechamel before. I've made a lasagna with bechamel before. It's just not really my thing because it's not cheese. Bechamel is not cheese. It's a cream sauce. So if I do ricotta, I don't add as much ricotta as them hoes was adding. They weren't making lasagna. They were making ricotta pie. It was giving cannoli over there. Fucking ricotta pie. But whatever. Whatever. Let me see. Did I take another? Okay, this is the other picture from the other side. Come on, camera. Oh, my camera is doing the motherfucking most. Oh my shit. Oh, you want to freeze up, ho? There we go. My phone was acting like it wanted to freeze up on me, bitch. So that's the other angle that I took. So that was my lasagna. And like I said, I can't compete because, bitch, I'm going to win every time because I got $90,000 worth of fucking culinary art student loans under my belt, bitch. I better win every fucking time competing against the caliber these motherfuckers are competing with. Where's the slice pick? I didn't do a slice pick, Gummy Bama, but I do have half of it in here right now. I can grab it out of the refrigerator and show y'all the inside real quick. Give me a second. Let me get my ass up and go in here and show y'all. But my lasagna was not, I don't do soupy lasagna. I don't like when you cut it and that shit be all falling apart and shit. We don't do that over here. So this is what it's looking like today, and we're having it for lunch. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Cold pasta, cold lasagna, fresh out the refrigerator. That's what the layers are looking like. Oh my God, it smells so good. What time is it? 1:30? I'm putting this hoe in the oven right now. Gonna take this plastic off and put this bitch in the oven right now because we finna eat lunch. She's in the oven. I'm gonna set my timer for 20 minutes. All right. That's another thing, guys. Use your timer when you cook. They give you a timer on your microwave. They give you a timer on your oven. So that means you got 2 timers in the kitchen. Nobody was using a timer. So that's why some people's cheese was looking light skinned. That's why some people's cheese was looking dark skinned because nobody was using a fucking timer. They give them to you for a reason. Utilize them, please and thank you. Let me see what y'all saying. Poly over Cotta is the best. I don't know. I use store brand. We have a Kroger up the road, and I really like the Kroger store brand. So I bought Kroger store brand cottage cheese. Yeah, Brooklyn Star. I don't use all that cheese either. Like the amount of cheese they were using, I was like, oh, you bitches really trying to be blocked up because y'all just ate a gaggle of cheese in your macaroni and cheese competition a week ago. So, but that's why all them arms and necks and shit over there on that side are all big and them backs are all swollen. Cause them bitches live that cheesy lifestyle, bitch. They live in that cheesy lifestyle. But whatever. All right, so that was that competition. Like I said, the macaroni and cheese competition, I did not watch, but I did watch the judging. The judging part was cute. Rico won. Shout out to Rico. Shout out to Rico for winning the mac and cheese competition. Yes, the lasagna's in the oven, and I said I'm live, okay? Sorry, y'all, I'm back. So Rico was the winner for the macaroni and cheese contest. Shout out to Rico. He got his little money for that. Now I will say, Pizarro is doing people a real solid for having these competitions because her money prize is a big prize, bitch. She ain't giving out no little money over there. So I will slap and dap that bitch for that. Shout out to that bitch because you doing it with that one right there. That's you doing the big one with that one. I do appreciate that part of it. All right, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about Kiki and Misunderstood in this whole court situation they had. Bitch, bitch, I ain't talked about it with y'all since the last time I talked to y'all. Bitch, them looks, those courthouse looks. Oh my God, I love the beef sector, bitch. I love the beef sector. Roxy says she added her own money to the pot. What money? That bitch ain't got no money. She over there begging y'all for crab legs every other goddamn day. Hell no, she ain't add $1 to the pot, Roxy. Fuck out of here. How dare you even ask? So, Kiki and Misunderstood in this court thing and them court fascists, bitch. It was great. It was great. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so let's get into misunderstood fashions first. So, because I am a woman of a certain age and of a certain demographic, and I was raised a certain kind of way, I am really into rock and roll music, like mostly classic rock. I really love classic rock, but I really love like alternative as well. I really love rock music that came out between like '04 to '07. That was like the prime of rock, I feel. I don't know what rock music is doing these days. It fucking sucks. I've really been trying to find like new rock groups that I like. I don't no, I'm still sticking with like the Foo Fighters and Creed and Nickelback and all my old school rock and roll people. So, with all that shit being said, Misunderstood, her style is California grunge chic. And if you're not very familiar, if you're black and you don't listen to rock music, you're not very familiar with California grunge chic. But that's what that is. And because I understand it and because I have lived that life before, I don't really be trying to give Misunderstood too much. I will give her that jacket needed to be ironed. Like California grunge chic is one thing, but ironing and cleanliness is another thing. Okay. The jacket needed to be ironed. I saw a stain on that jacket as well, like a grease stain or something. The dress had rips in it. Like those things we can clock. But the actual style, no, them boots. Bitch, them boots was done. I, listen, bitch. Those boots go with like stretch pants or skinny jeans. You don't just throw the motherfuckers on with a patchwork dress and a wrinkly jean jacket and no bra and Watusi your ass to court. Also, she was giving too much titty for the court. I feel. Y'all feel like Misunderstood was giving too much titty for the court? I feel like she was giving too much titty for the court because I don't even think she had a fucking bra on. It didn't look like she even had a bra on. Courtney said it was the boots for me. Another episode of buckled over Betty's around this motherfucker. What is it with these bitches and these buckle over boots? What is it with them? My God. I don't even own a pair of fucking buckle boots, bitch. Like, ugh, get them shits out of my face. The fuck you think this is? But see, my style is a little different. If I had to gauge and tell y'all what my style was, it's a little bit towards what beachy style is, but without all that like wild ass other shit. Like I am a tank top girl. I am a halter top girl. I am a sports bra girl. But Beaky, what she does with the bottom half of her style, I don't do all that. I'm good for like some real cute baggy sweatpants that fit real cute. They're baggy, but they fit cute, and like a fucking sports bra on top. Oh, bitch, I'm good for that. I'm real good for that. And some Jordans with my little hair did, bitch. Oh, I'm good for that. So yes, yeah, I wear mostly like athletic. I got a ton of fucking matching sweatsuits in there with the little jacket and the pants to match, and you got your little crop top or whatever up underneath of your tank top or whatever. I'm good for that. So that's my style. Let me get my gadget. Hey, how are you? If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. Let me get my gadget. Say I like Tisa's style. I like Tisa's style too. Tisa has a sporty style about her. Now she do wear dresses and all that other shit, but I would say she pushes mostly towards the sporty style. And that's my style. Lawanda says MU does have distracting huge boobies. It's not that they're distracting, it's that I feel like she pushes them in people's faces. Like, damn, girl, really? Okay. She comes out with her best asset. Let's just say that. Thank you. Let me get my gadget. I appreciate your subscription. So Kiki and MU and Court. Kiki looked fine to me. Kiki looked fine. MU put out a couple of pictures trying to shade Kiki. I didn't see nothing that we ain't seen before. So, and Kiki is on her weight loss journey. So Kiki looked just fine to me. Misunderstood was looking a little crazy. And Lady Snoop got them BDBs around the back, and they was talking about how that's why Kimmy and Misunderstood is so good friends because they got twin BDBs around the back. And I'm like, what is it with all these yellow ass heifers with this bad ass hair? Bitch, I'm blackity black, and y'all will never see no BDBs around the back of my shit like that. So I'm understanding. Like, you bitches, are you allergic to pink oil moisturizer? Do you just say no to grease and a brush and some water? Like, what is it? You just hate doing, like, were you raised in a household where your mother did not know how to do your hair, so you do not know how to do your hair? You don't even know how to comb it? What is going on? I need an explanation for this shit. Because you pulled up ass bitches ain't gonna be playing this pulled up ass bitch game in my face with 7 rows of peas in the back of your fucking head. We're not gonna do that. We're not eating that. Shout out to QB. Absolutely the fuck not. How about these hoes have a perm your head challenge? You don't even got a permit, bitch, since I know y'all are all against the creamy crack. How about we have a flat iron your shit challenge? No, never mind, because we seen Susan over there flat ironing chunks of fucking straw. Oh my God. Bitch, bitch. Speaking of Susan and flat ironing chunks of straw. Did y'all see that bitch's latest looks? Have y'all seen that bitch's latest looks? Because if you ain't, I got the screenshots. Hold on. Let me pull them up. Hold the fuck on right now. We got this bitch's latest looks. Flat ironing chunks of crazy looking fucking, like this bitch. Oh my God. Oh, oh, her hair gives me more anxiety than Beachy and them thin ass bangs. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh my God. Girl, like roaches and rats and chiggers been eating, gnawing on the end of her shit. Just gnawing on that shit, girl. Mm, mm. And this the other look. This the day after. After that motherfucking shit had time to settle or whatever. This the day after. Mm-hmm. Like, bitch, we ain't looking at your face. We looking at that hair, bitch. Look at that shit. Oh my God. Full fucking anxiety. Like my heart is beating fast because I just can't take it, bitch. Oh my God. Oh, girl. And then this bitch can't even, like, she be trying to braid her own shit up and it be looking raggedy in 3 days. Like, come the fuck on, Susan. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you bitches? Like, if you can't do it, pay somebody to do it. And just walk around with that chewed up rat spit shit on the fucking ends of your hair. And these hoes out here making big money from the subscribers. But, like, oh my God. Nope. No. Let's get back to the notes, bitch, because we got off on a little tangent. So, excuse me. Like I said, Kiki looked fine. MU looked a wrinkled, dirty mess. It wasn't so much as her fashion, it was like the wrinkledness, the dirtiness, and them boots did not go with that motherfucking outfit, girl. You could have put a pair of flat slides on. You could have put a pair of tennis shoes on, bitch. Anything other than them boots, but whatever. Like Misunderstood has nice shoes. She has dancing shoes. I don't know if she bought them or if the dance company bought them or if she has to leave them there because they don't belong to her or what. But she was over there showing some nice shoes, some like tango shoes. Bitch, put your tango shoes on. What the fuck is this? But whatever. Lady Snoop looked like a black toothpick. Lady Snoop looked crazy as shit. They said she had a bodycon dress on, and they never seen a bodycon dress that was baggy, bitch. And I fucking squalled. I squalled. Let me see if I took a picture. I did. Where did I put it? Let me see. Is it on Instagram? I think it's over on Instagram. Hold on. Let me pull up my Instagram, bitch, because we're going to look at this little black toothpick as well. The fuck you thought we wasn't? The fuck you thought we wasn't? Bitch, we finna get this black toothpick action. Let me scroll, see if I can. Oh, here it go. Shout out to Shady Lives of YouTube. Hold on, let me turn the little volume off because we ain't trying to do all that. Look at this shit here. Was I lying, bitch? Did I lie on her? Did I lie on? Look at girl. Look how long them arms are. Them arms are scary fucking long, bitch. Now listen, Lady Snoop ain't nothing but 17 pounds, but I wouldn't fight that bitch because she got reach. By the time you could be able to get to her face, she'd already connected like 6 blows with all that reach. Look at them knees, baby. Look at them feet. Woo, Jesus. They also showed a picture of Big Bestie's feet over there. And Big Bestie is walking around with some boats. And everybody was surprised that Big Bestie is wearing like a size 17 shoe. And I was like, what the fuck you think? You think a size 6 could keep all that shit upright? Hell no. That bitch need to even it out. So of course her fucking feet are a 17. Them feet got a lot of support to do, bitch. A 6.5 ain't gonna cut it. Never. That bitch will tilt frontwards and fall on her ass every time she get up. If she had a 6.5, she need them 12 so them toes could like grip the concrete and keep her ass from tumbling over in the front or the back. Baby, they had Big Bestie ass fucked up over here. Where was it? Oh my god, I know I saw it. Who did I send it to? Oh, let's look at Misunderstood real quick. Cause y'all think I'm playing. I ain't playing. Y'all see the grease stains or whatever the fuck that is and the wrinkles and shit? This is over on Lady Snoop's channel. This is Lady Snoop's on her, what is that shit? The little clips, the shorts. That bitch should put up a short. We gonna close up on them boots. Girl. You see the holes in the dress? Did y'all see them holes? I'm sorry, let me stop laughing so the camera stop moving, bitch. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. Baby, them boots is made for walking. Oh, Jesus. I wonder how Jason would feel about Misunderstood style, because his style is very much similar to hers. Like that wrinkled hobo chic shit with them funny looking boots and shit. I'm pretty sure that shit made his dick jump when he saw her wearing that. Jason, did your dick jump when you seen Misunderstood's fashion? You like that? Did you like that shit, Jason? Girl, yes. Yes, I said it was jumping. That little pink ting was jumping out the bando when he seen misunderstood. That little pink ting said, broop, broop, broop. You ain't gonna tell me it didn't. Brooklyn Star, what you screaming for? I ain't even said nothing. I ain't even said nothing, Brooklyn Star. Ooh, y'all gonna get me cussed out. Speaking of me getting cussed out, bitch. So Selena decided that she wanted to do a little puff piece on me over there on her last video. It was cute or whatever. She didn't give me too much because she's a fan, and I appreciate it. I mean, she can't give me too much because I don't do too much out here. I don't be out here performing for you niggas. I come out here and we discuss what these fucking circus clowns do. So it ain't too much to give me. You can call me funny looking. That's fine. We all know the truth. You can sit over there and scream that I doxed your mama. That's fine. We all know the truth. Ain't nobody gave a fuck about looking up nothing on Rosie. It was all about that college. And that college, I'm saying college with quotation mark fingers, was bullshit. And we wouldn't have known about it if you didn't bring your ass out here and put your mama's whole degree on your fucking community tab with her full name and everything. You didn't block it out. You didn't try to protect her privacy. You didn't give a fuck. So, girl, don't come at me with that shit. When you are the cause of your own fucking drama and people looking at you crazy about the lies that you tell, because a simple Google search is not a doxing. And when you put the shit up and somebody decides to Google search it, and then you want to, she doxed my mama. She doxed my mama. Over there sounding like baby fucking Brianna. Don't nobody want to hear that shit, bitch. The fuck over it. Get over it. Walk it the fuck off. Please walk it off. Because you over there getting a little chunky too. You need to walk a lot of shit the fuck off. Them big ass Nicki Minaj fucking wings. You call arms. But whatever. Arms. I said what the fuck I said. And then this bitch started it off by being upset by what I said about Kwani. I said what the fuck I said. And I ain't taking it back. And if Kwani got a problem with it, Kwani could pull the fuck up. And I'll slap that bitch across her mouth too. Because I said what the fuck I said. And if you bitches don't like it, it's up to you to change your ways. So I could change my opinion of you. It ain't my fucking job. All right, moving along. So Lola wants me to speak on Felicia, aka Misunderstood, taking people to court even after she lost. That is a tactic, Lola. That is a tactic that this bitch is playing because even though she knows she might not win, she knows that she's going to cause you discomfort and she's going to cost you money. Susan is also over there playing that fucking game with 7 stars. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but it seems like possibly from a video that Seven did and deleted, possibly she is in the works with the court system in California as well. And if we may be having a situation where Susan will have to take her ass out to California because the judge will tell her, no, you can't be on no video for this court. You have to be here in person. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Susan was too poor and too scary to do it when Fi Babe did it to her. So let's see if she's got enough money and if she's bold enough to take her ass to California when Seven does it to her. And this bitch was so fucking bold over there talking about, and I got the money. And if you get me up around the first, I got the money. So the bitch said she had the money, so the bitch shouldn't be out here begging for no money for nobody to send her to California. Right? Because that shit came out of her fucking mouth. I heard it. And y'all know I don't lie. Ain't no need to. These niggas give you all that you need to. Oh, she doing a live now about it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gearing up to beg is what that bitch is doing. Gearing up to beg. Because she done got herself in a world of shit and she ain't got the money to get out of it. Well, bitch, you need to shut the fuck up then. If you ain't got the money, the fuck you out here doing all this hemming and hawing and hip hopping and bebopping and talking and shit for and threatening people and playing with the courts and the police and you ain't got the fucking money, bitch. The fuck is wrong with you? Priorities, Susan. And she got bigger fish to fry with that daughter. That bitch got bigger fish to fry over there with that daughter. Now listen, y'all, the daughter story is starting to come out because ZX was over there talking about it. It was a lot of people in her live when she was over there telling that story about her daughter. So I don't know how all these niggas missed it, but the daughter story started to come out, y'all. So keep your ear to the ground for that shit, cause it's mm, mm. Bama said she's doing a membership live about it. I think she checked and there's no record of it. Just because it ain't no record of it don't mean the shit ain't real. You know, y'all know it be taking them a little minute to update them records sometimes, especially after the COVID, because they be short staffed. I'm just saying. So, like I said, misunderstood is just using the courts as a tool to try to target and fuck with the lives of the people who she believes is fucking with her life. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. All right, let's get back to the notes real quick. All right, so if you guys hadn't noticed, and if you didn't know, and if you didn't see, Rico got a new dog. Shout out to Rico. Not only did he win the challenge, he got a new dog, a new little companion. So shout out to Rico and the new dog. I don't know what the new dog's name is. I was over there watching his video, but then I got distracted and I left and I didn't go back. So I didn't get a chance to find out what the dog's name is. But hopefully he'll do like a dog channel and we can get to know the dog. Let's see. We talked about that. We talked about that. We talked about that. Where's Brian? Where the hell is Brian? Now I seen he did a couple of videos over there, but they weren't really beef sector related. They were, just general things that are going on in the media, social media that he was talking about. But I'm gonna need Brian to get back out here and do some beef sector shit. I'm gonna need him to drag. Also, I seen somebody earlier was talking about James's lasagna. I took notes on that shit. I said James made a deconstructed lasagna. Who thought that shit looked appetizing? Did anybody in here think that James's shit looked appetizing? I'll wait, bitch. Did anybody in here think that his deconstructed lasagna looked appetizing? Now I do like that he used a plethora of different noodles. He had like penne pasta, he had elbow noodles, he had like the ziti noodles in there. I like the different noodles in there, but the sauce, it didn't look like it had very much body to it. It looked like the sauce that comes out of the SpaghettiO can. And then all he did was just throw cheese on top of the shit and put it in the oven. So it was like pasta sauce, pasta, SpaghettiO sauce, and cheese. I wasn't impressed personally, but is Pennsylvania considered East Coast or is it considered Midwest? Because where he is in Pennsylvania, the Pittsburgh area is very close to West Virginia and they have kind of a Midwestern way of cooking. Thank you for becoming a member again, Diving. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like where he is in Pennsylvania, they tend to push towards more of the Midwest style of cooking. And I don't really care for the Midwest style of cooking. No offense to none of my Midwest bitches in the chat, because y'all do be having some real good dump dump dishes. That's what they're called, dump dishes, where you just kind of dump everything into one pan or one pot and you throw that shit in the oven. Like I have a dump cake book and I love it. I love it. Like so many different dump cakes. And a lot of those recipes come from the Midwest. So mixology, you know what dump dishes are, girl. It was just giving dump dish over there. It was given very much Midwestern. It was given very much, my East Coast palate is not used to all that shit topped up on top of each other like that. And I don't like it. So I didn't see James's lasagna. I didn't like it. Let's what's his name? Mark Trademark. If y'all are familiar with Trademark also did a lasagna and his looked it good. Trademark's looked it very good. Oh my God, Mixology said that he washed the noodles. Girl, he probably washed them down in Clorox and fucking Pine Sol. Like, you really have to be like, the beef sector has opened my eyes to not eating over nobody's fucking house ever again. Because oh my God, like some of the practices y'all niggas hold are crazy. For example, y'all know Stomp Down is my favorite. He is my favorite. He is my guilty pleasure. But months and months and months ago, when this nigga was talking about cooking, he talked about how he cook his ground beef and then rinse it off. I'm like, rinse it off? Oh, hell no. I'm not eating over your Mexican ass house either, nigga. You over there rinsing ground beef? What the fuck is this? Like, oh my God. I'm gonna bring Gordon Ramsay over here to cuss all you niggas out, because absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not. Rinse it off. Like how Rob told Tracy to take her ass in the bathroom and rinse it off real good. That's how Stomp Down said he do his ground beef, bitch. Just like that. I'm sorry, Stomp. But ain't nobody exempt over here. Even my faves. If you do some crazy fuck shit, I'm gonna talk about it. And I didn't feel the need to bring off that wrenched off ground beef until now. But since we talking about food, we're gonna talk about your wrenched off ground beef. What the fuck is you doing over there? Who taught you that? Was that the Mexican side or the black side that taught you that? I have a feeling it was the Mexican side. Because niggas don't do that. Like, you put the ground beef in the colander and then you use the backside of a spoon to press the excess grease out. No rinsing is required. I bet you niggas is over here around here. Who is in here boiling ground beef? It's 64 people in here. At least one of you niggas is known for boiling ground beef. Which one of you is it? Raise your hand. Cause I know one of you niggas is known for boiling ground beef. Raise your fucking hand. Tell on yourself before we find out on accident. Oh my God. Mixology said lovely love. Oh my God. Oh, Mixology said Rick Reed gave me life with his light skin read. Listen, Yusuf, Yusuf and Food Junkie. Them two niggas deserve a medal, and they also deserve, like, I think maybe some of the pop money should go. We should vote on who was the best judge, and some of the pop money should go to who was the best judge, because Yusuf was a great judge. Great. Food Junkie was a great judge. Great. I hope the next cooking competition she has Yusuf and Food Junkie both as judges, because I believe they would both be very good at judging, because they are chefs. They understand. Once again, I'm not participating because I'm not social, and fuck that shit. That bitch ain't running no motherfucking testises on me and mines. But I would, I feel like I would be a good judge as well, because some of these practices, once again, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So I believe that Food Junkie did a phenomenal job. I believe Yusuf did a phenomenal job. Even though Yusuf did get on Rick Reed's ass, he only had to get on Rick Reed's ass because he said something about Rick Reed's food, and Rick Reed took offense to that shit. And then the blows started flying. And if you ask me, bitch, Yusuf won that fight. I got bigger and harder laughs from the shit that Yusuf was dragging on as opposed to the shit that Rick Reed was dragging on. So, in my opinion, Yusuf won that shit. Bitch, I was gagged over there. And listen, y'all, listen, if y'all watch Yusuf, y'all know he have a disdain for white folks. That is like borderlining on severe racism. But the shit is funny. The shit is funny. Like, I, I'm a different kind of black bitch. I don't really get all up in arms about racist shit as long as it's funny. Like if white people are being slightly racist, as long as it's funny, then I don't have a problem with it. Same with black people, same with Mexican people, the same with Asian people. Like just make the shit funny. Please. If you're gonna say some fucked up shit, just make it funny. And Yusuf makes his fucked up shit funny. So I was over there gagged, bitch. He was talking about how they came up out of caves and they cave dwellers, and he called him something else. Like Yusuf be coming up with the names, bitch, and that shit be funny as a motherfucker. So if y'all didn't see Yusuf's response, we need to go over there and see that shit. It was great. It was great. Now Rick Reed did his big one. He always does, but Yusuf was a motherfucking contender, and I feel like in the game of the beef sector, Yusuf won that battle because Rick Reed is still salty. Rick Reed is still over there making videos, and Yusuf was like, "Bitch, I'm over that shit. I said what I said when I said it. Get over it." And Rick Reed just can't get over it, bitch. It's just in his crawl. It's stuck in his crawl. It's stuck. He's still salty. He's still mad. So Yusuf won, bitch, with very minimal and very light effort, may I add. Mixology said he is funny. I will give him that, but Rick kept it on the food. Now I be watching Yusuf cook. I watch Yusuf. I'm a moderator over there, so I be watching Yusuf cook. I be in the bushes watching, and Yusuf, I don't see anything that will give me pause or raise my eyebrow about his standards and his cleanliness or any of that. Now, I have seen him scotch a couple of pieces of meat now. He done scotch a couple pieces of meat. But scotch meat does not mean bad cook. You know what I'm saying? Just like Brianna's little crust on the top of her lasagna doesn't mean bad cook. Like Big Bestie was the winner for me. The only thing that stopped me from voting for her was the motherfucking no bake noodles, bitch. That shit, ooh, that shit took me out. Cause you don't make no 4-hour sauce and then put no bake noodles with this shit. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But other than that, for me, Big Bestie was the winner, but y'all know they couldn't let her win because Ness put the kibosh on that shit. Ness was like, this is a motherfucking a plot and a ploy to get that bitch her birthday money. And they gonna get that bitch to win so she can get the money, and then they gonna all split it up amongst each other. So for that reason, Big Bestie only got like 3% of the vote, bitch. So look at these niggas. Oh, y'all petty. Y'all are petty. Y'all are fucking petty. Y'all gave Big Bestie 3%. I voted for Demetra because Demetra's beef sector. And when Pizarro said that Granny Cooks Good is not beef sector and that she invited Granny Cooks Good over here, I said, oh no, bitch, this is motherfucking scheme and a scam. We don't know this bitch. You know this bitch. You invited her over here and she win. How much did she split with you? But that's just my thought process. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying what I'm saying is truth. I'm just saying that's my thought process. When I saw the shit going down, That's what my brain told me. My brain told me, it's like, bitch, we voting for Demetra. Because Big Bestie using no baked noodles and no. And this granny cooks good, bitch. We don't know her. She's not beef sector. And she gonna come over here taking beef sector money. No. No. So Demetra got my vote. But Demetra kind of shot herself in the foot. She would have fucking won that shit if she had not had her little temper tantrum earlier in the day, talking about fuck them people, and them people is the ones that had to vote for you. So they use their voices to say fuck you, ma'am. You ain't getting this money. So it's a tragic situation. It's a tragic situation. But I voted for Demetra. Because when she was talking about fuck them people, she wasn't talking about me. She wasn't talking about me. So, and I understand where Demetra was coming from. So I voted for Demetra. And I would have eaten her lasagna, even though them eggs would have given me pause. I didn't see it. I didn't see the lasagna was eggy, but I would have ate it just to see what it tasted like. I would have ate it. I would have ate Demetra's. I would have ate Granny Cook's, and I would have ate Brianna's. The rest of them shits, I don't think so. I don't think so. And misunderstood. Excuse me. I'm smoking my blunt, y'all. Misunderstood when they asked her to see her ingredients. She went over to grab the cans, and they thought she had possibly grabbed them out of the trash can, even though she said she did not. And Food Junkie asked her to wash her hands, and she fought him about washing her hands. Listen, when you are cooking, you never fight anybody when they ask you to wash your hands. Even if you just wash them, you take your ass over there and you wash them again. Fighting about washing your hands is a clear indicator that you're a dirty bitch. It's also a clear indicator that you were one of the motherfuckers who had corona about 17 times because you were fighting about washing your hands in too, weren't you? You were fighting about wearing a mask, weren't you? You're fighting about cleanliness. You never fight somebody who asks you to wash your hands when you're cooking. And then I believe Nika said she asked her to wash her hands also, and she kind of fought her. So your cleanliness is in question, ma'am. I've said many multiple times that when you was on drugs real bad, you always look sticky. Like if they would touch you, they would stick to you. Like you know how 2-year-olds always have sticky hands? That bitch look like she have a whole 2-year-old sticky body. Like whatever that shit that 2-year-olds have on their hands that always had them sticky, like lollipop juice and shit. That bitch look like she got a sticky body. So her fighting them on washing her hands, I would not eat that shit. Also, whoever she's getting to braid her hair, she needs to get a new braider because that bitch ain't doing her no justice. Even when Misunderstood gets her hair freshly braided, but you don't never see any boxes. You don't see no clear, clean scalp. It just always looks like it's always 3 months old, even when it's fresh. How the fuck your shit? Okay, so in what 2 days? Yeah, in 2 days I'm getting knotless, bitch, and I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna show y'all my knotless, bitch. And I can guarantee you, it ain't gonna look like none of the shit that bitch got going on over there in her head. Because first of all, I wouldn't sit in nobody's fucking chair that would do that to me. Second of all, I wouldn't pay for that shit. So is she doing it to herself? Is she letting her daughter do it to her? I don't know. She said she had a hairdresser, and her hairdresser was over there working, trying to get that meth shit out of her hair, and permanent, and like putting all kind of chemicals and shit at it because they was doing hair tests on her ass. So she has a hairdresser. She's paying somebody to fuck her up in that way. It's not like Susan over there braiding her own shit, fucking herself up. No, no, no. She's paying somebody to fuck her up like that. I don't know, Miss B. She said she had a hairdresser, so that's why I assumed it was the hairdresser. But it looks like either her or her daughter did that shit, because her daughter hair be looking the same. Like they go to the same person, and they let the same person fuck both of them up. Craziness, craziness. I would never. I can't wait to get my knotless Michelle's daughter. I was gonna get 4 stitch braids like in a design, but I was like, nah, I think I want knotless instead. So I'm gonna do knotless. So we talked about James's deconstructed lasagna. We talked about how all this cheese gonna close up the sector. We talked about how Food Junkie and Yusuf was phenomenal in their judging and how they carried the competitions. Like honestly, Yusuf carried the whole competition when he was doing it, and also Food Junkie carried the whole competition when he was judging as well. Pizarro was over there in Sean Bradley's chat playing the "What Was Me" game late last night, saying how I don't think I did a good job. Bitch, you didn't do a good job. You were awful as far as putting people up on the screen and taking people down. Like they had to tell you. Like it's called production, bitch. Don't you watch TV? Don't you watch fucking Super Bowl? Don't you see how they switch from camera to camera to camera? Why did Food Junkie have to keep telling you, okay, take this one down, put this one up? Weren't you watching? Oh, no, she wasn't. She wasn't, bitch. Because she doesn't respect y'all enough to pay close enough attention to her fucking platform to make it what it is supposed to be, and to take this person down and to put this person up and to be watching to see who is actually doing something. You could put them up. Like, shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. But that's what makes the beef sector go round, is all this fuck shit. If it was perfect, we would have nothing to talk about, bitch. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out the facts and stating the obvious. Not complaining. And if they have another motherfucking challenge, I'm probably gonna be over there watching that shit too, depending on who is the competitor. Definitely, if Misunderstood is competing, bitch, I'll definitely be over here watching, because I know that bitch gonna give a show. So I was hearing something about the next challenge either being steak and potatoes or a seafood boil. Once again, this is further evidence of her running her tests to see how much she could get y'all niggas to spend and sit on her platform while you spin. Cause that's not a cheap challenge, bitch. Food is inflation, bitch. Food is high as hell. How about you have a grilled cheese and tomato soup challenge? How about that? Cause that's more along the lines of your budgetary restrictions over there, ain't it? Like these bitches was over here begging and could barely afford the lasagna challenge. What the fuck? Who the fuck you think finna be cooking? Like the bitches who would actually compete on your channel. Do you think they have the means for steak and potatoes or a seafood boil? No, they don't. You need to stay within the means and the caliber of the people who you fuck with and the people who will actually be in this challenge. Stay within the means and the caliber of that. Cause you wandering over here into my territory with the steak and potatoes and the seafood boil, bitch. And people of my caliber would never even compete in no shit like that with those people. No offense to anybody, but yeah, I said what I said. Do a chicken soup challenge. It's fall. My leaves are falling. It ain't quite chilly around this motherfucker yet, but the temperature changing. Do a chili beans. Chili was, chili bean challenge. Do something that's affordable. What the fuck is you over there begging, but you want to do a lobster boil challenge? Get the fuck out of here, bitch. No, we ain't doing no tilapia challenge mixology. Everybody don't eat. I don't eat that shit. Tilapia is a trash fish. Tilapia doesn't even fucking exist. Tilapia is whatever fish they want to sell and just call it something. They call it tilapia. Have y'all ever seen a living tilapia before? I'll wait. Have you ever seen somebody throw a motherfucking line into the ocean and pull up a tilapia? I'll wait. So fuck that tilapia shit. Oh, Mixology said, I'm giving them bitches ideas. Listen, Mixology, they don't want my ideas because my idea would be a clean your kitchen challenge. Let's see who can start off with their kitchen being used in and cooked in and who can clean their shit the best. Let's do a clean your kitchen challenge. Let's do a fucking flat iron and perm your hair challenge. Let's do a teeth whitening challenge and see in 30 days whose teeth could get the whitest. So, like I said, they don't want my fucking ideas on challenges because, bitch, I'm going to give you really something to challenge yourself on. Mixology said, come through with a bra challenge. Girl, Kiki win that. Because Kiki be having them titties pushed up to her chin and them two little bras. Titties spilling out everywhere. Now, don't get me wrong, bitch. I have a couple of two little bras over here too, but I don't wear them out in public. Them the house bras. When I want to be sexy or whatever, you put the little two little bra on, and then you bend over and you be spilling out a little bit. But them bitches be wearing them two little bras in public. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Ladies, say that for the house and for your man. Especially when you mad at him. When you mad at him, you put that two little bra on. And you get in there, you washing the dishes, and you had the motherfuckers shaking and jiggling all up top and spilling out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what those are for, bitch. But all right, y'all. We've been on here an hour and 20 minutes. It don't even seem like that long. We're gonna get out of here because I ain't got nothing else. I mean, I do got other shit to talk about, but it's a lot of people live, and y'all know I'm super, super fucking nosy. So I'm trying to go see what's happening. So let me see. I'm not watching her. I'm not watching that. I'll watch that later. No. So Stomp Down was live when I came live, and he was over there cussing out Honest Row. I'm gonna go over there. It looks like Pizarro is live, or she will be in 30 minutes. I don't know. So after Stomp Down, I'm probably gonna go over to Pizarro, and then let me see what else is going on. Yeah, she's coming live in a little bit. Pizarro's not live yet. Looks like Miss Cruiser was live 7 hours ago, talking about properly bona fide and Jay Wilson. I'm gonna go over there and catch Miss Cruiser's replay. Shout out to Cruiser. Let's see. Shelly did a live last night. It was good. Like I said, Shelly had her little gripes and her grapes about the situation with the cooking challenge. So, and that started off a lot of shit. Shelly's opinions. So if you didn't see Shelly's video, bitch, you weren't gonna watch that because that's gonna be the starting point of a couple of beefs, I believe, bitch. Jay Wilson was just live 5 minutes ago talking about crazy as cat pee. I don't know who he talking about, but he be obsessed with cat pee like Kimmy be obsessed with doo doo. Whatever. All right. So also, guys, I want to show you this girl right here. So this girl right here, her name is Bourbon and Bougie. She is doing a series called The Chronicles of George. You see her name, Bourbon Bougie. So y'all can go and look at this shit. On her, she has a playlist. It's called The Chronicles of George. Bitch, I am so invested in The Chronicles of George. So let me just give y'all a quick rundown real quick before we get out of here. So George is like 60 something. George has cheated on his wife in the past. George has been a lazy motherfucker. George don't do nothing around the house. All the kids are grown. His wife said, fuck you, George. I'm out of here. She packed her shit up and she went on a vacation. She left George and she went on a long excursion Italian vacation. George, in his mind, thought that she was just going to blow off some steam and come back. She's not coming back. George is not coping very well. George don't know how to cook. George don't know how to clean. George don't know how to do nothing. And George is going down the drain. And it's all because George was a selfish motherfucker his whole life. Never helped his wife, expected her to do everything, cheated on her, treated her wrong, and now she's in her prime and she's like, fuck you, George, I'm out. And George is over there struggling, bitch. The water finna get cut off, the roof is caving in. George don't know what to do. George expects his daughters to come over there and clean his fucking house up because they are women and they have told George to metaphorically go kick rocks, Dad. because you treated mom wrong, you treated us wrong, but now you need our fucking help. So, bitch, them Chronicles of George. Oh, I'm in it, bitch. And George is getting his comeuppance. And if you know anything about Libras, you know we love a nasty piece of revenge story, bitch. And George's wife is getting all the revenge, bitch. It's giving Kill Bill over there. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, with that being said, I'm gonna watch the Chronicles of George first because I'm real invested in that. And then I'm gonna watch these other niggas. And I'll talk to y'all later. All right, guys. Peace.